Yeah, I gotta hand it. That's some serious firepower.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space!
Controls to outer space now, flying higher than ever before. Rangers
In space!
Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers.
Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? Black Zanny here, and welcome back to another Random Builds review. First of all, before I say what video this is, I want to apologize. For some reason, I didn't bother picking up from this last year in May of 2022, so I've been kind of busy with so many life choices, and there were the videos for the Voltron, which I still haven't finished. I still gotta review Red Lion, as well as combining all the lines together for Voltron. And of course, there was the Lego Advent Calendar that took for who knows how long, for one per day. But in any case, this will be the last part to the Mega Rangers or Power Rangers in Space Minipla model kit of Astro Megazord and Delta Megazord. We are just going to combine the two together. So before we get into that, there's a bit of details to go into. First of all is the info. Starting with Astro Megazord or Astro Mega. It's been a while, so no, it's a Galaxy Mega. Again, it's been a while. So Galaxy Mega or Astro Megazord will be the core for the combination, and Delta Megazord will be the armor. So how that happens is that remove the sword from his fist, okay, as well as his shield. It's part of him anyways. Come on. There we go. I'm just going to take these off to the side for right now. Same with the gun and his hands. Make sure we don't lose them. So to put these two Minipla figures together, I'm going to take the core of Astro Megazord or Galaxy Mega, straighten out the arms. You might want to detach him. Oop. Straighten him up and collapse like so. Same for the other side. Second verse, same as the first. We all know this. Slide that down. And then, and I'm moving the torso. What gives? Open up the panels. What you're going to do is to reattach the arms back on, but instead of placing them onto this hole right here, you're going to place them on the outer hole. So, as such, so it's just like moving him on one side. Get on there, you. Okay. The back part of the head is just going to flop around a bit. Raise the canopy of the helmet all the way to the back. It's almost like you can see his brains. Well, not really. He's basically mechanical. He's a spaceship. What do you expect? Straighten out the legs a bit. And that's basically all the prepping you need to do. All right. For Delta or Delta Mega, take off the feet. She's going to get some bigger boots. Straighten out the arms. Collapse the connector ports. That'll become the fists. And let's see, raise up the Gatling guns. Fold up the face. Close the chest. And, oh, you want to come off already. Jeez. Yeah, I hate that part. Okay. This piece comes right off. Reattach like so. Cover it up. Yeah, normally this is supposed to come off as one solid piece, but for some reason it just doesn't want to. Okay. Take off the back of the head, which becomes a new faceplate. Okay. Thrusters underneath the boots. Sometimes they're a bit hard to get out, so you might want to push them from underneath. Just get them out. Oh dear. And my hands are being a bit of a butterfingers. Alright, there's the panel. You have to move up. So there's one. Same for the other. Move the panel up first. Should have done that. Then pull the rockets out. There we go. Okay, so it's going to get some big boots. Bring back the body. And for this, you just want to raise up the skirt panels up front. Just to give clearance. You want to split this all right open. There's a bit of work to this. Come on. There we go. Just try to arrange everything like so. Raising up Delta arms first. That becomes the Gatling guns on the shoulders. And try to move everything into place. I'm going to flip this over. Just to bring them down. And bring them around. And there's the chest armor. So that's basically everything you see here. Ready for a combination, which I think we will do right now. So I'm going to start with Astro Megazord around the back. Okay. 2 holes here. And take this piece, couple of pegs. They'll fit in when you collapse all this down. It should be like so. If you want to try and get to the display stand of that peg hole, you just need to remove Delta Megazord's face, lift up this panel, and yeah, you can just get right over there and plug a stand in. Or you can just grab a claw and do that too. Place it around the waist. But again, it's optional. Right. See? Of course, when you move these arms back into place, you can see there's like a sort of giant M back there. So I don't know how Super Sentai does it, but they just do. Grab a thruster and peg it into fist. The original deluxe versions had like claws, like clips that just go over the hands. But since it's a Minipla, it's a lot more different. All right. Now he has a giant jetpack. Okay. Take one boot, and what's going to happen here is that this foot is going to go into this big cavity right where my finger is going through, as well as a peg going into a hole. Same for the other. Slide that right in. And on that goes. He's a big boy now. And of course, at this point, it doesn't really matter which way you've got the angled turrets facing. You can have them facing forward, facing down, or up within the combination, but they're just going to be basically covered at this point. All right. Next up, take the face piece and cover that right up. And the shuttle is moving. Why is the shuttle moving? Ah, everything is moving, and this just came off. Okay, that was not meant to happen. All right. In case this just slides right over, line up the shuttle piece where it's flushed. I'm just going to put this right back on. And you know, I meant to do this about a year ago, but again, life choices and family issues, even personal issues. Lastly, take the new torso from Delta, which is going to go over Astro's main body. There's a piece here that's optional. You can have it folded out, or you can just flip that right in where it's out of the way. So it does look kind of cool. And of course, one small M is going to get covered by another big M. So, 2 pegs on each side. That's just going to clamp to the lower and upper connecting ports. Sadly, the middle one is only meant for panel-wise. Alright, so to get these on like so. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ah, there we go. That's one side. Now for the other. Oh, And there he goes. Of course, take the machine guns and rest him right over the shoulders. And there you have is the completed Minipla figure for Astro-Delta Megazord, and I think that's what they call him in the Mega Ranger series. I really forget, but I do kind of like it. So basically, when the Rangers need extra power on a monster for their Megazords, they actually combine the two, and it requires a sort of battleizer control unit. I forget what it's called. I'll probably leave it up in the comments or something if anyone wants to tell me. But I have to admit, with both these combined, it is quite impressive. I mean, I have no quarrels with this Minipla kit. I enjoyed building it last year. Showing it off for you guys just to get a good look. Oh, and there's a part of the shuttle that should have been. Oops. It just doesn't want to stay put. Yeah, that little piece is going to be flimsy in this mode, but it's doable. It's doable. I really do enjoy the combined mechs out of these kits. And I do apologize for taking so long on trying to get this video done and worked out. I can still remember my first one and sort of crashed and broke. And I do not like reviewing broken toys. That's just my prerogative. Now, one of the things about the Astro-Delta Megazord combination is that it did use the shoulder Gatlings as one of its weapons. And of course, with fighting Megazords, it normally punches or kicks. There was one finishing move about this Megazord, and that was... Let's see if I can bring this up. Turn the fist, and it will perform a flying power punch. That's right. The Megazord's fist will just shoot right off its arm and punch the monster in destroying it. And of course, the fist would retract back onto the Megazord itself. Now, sadly, this sort of combination was only viewed in the Mega Rangers or in the Power Rangers in Space series. Sometime nearing the end of that series, the Delta Megazord was destroyed and they can no longer form the Astro-Delta formation. Or combination, I should say. But other than that, seeing it like this, it's kind of cool. They never made another Astro-Delta Megazord since then, but they did create a second Astro Megazord. Oh, I believe it was after the self-destruct in Lost Galaxy and got rebuilt in Wild Force. So it may have been a few plus years from that. And of course they brought it in again during Cosmic Fury. Speaking of Cosmic Fury, I'm kind of disappointed that it's the last season. Why couldn't they continue the series? Even after 30 years. Hasbro, you failed us. Oh well. And that aside, this kit does have a few extra features. Certainly with the fists, because they have rectangular holes in there, much like an Astro Megazord. But of course, this was certainly not shown in the series. So inside the kit, this was optional. You could take Astro Megazord's weapons, like his sword and his shield, and you could have him hold him, like so. You know what? I'm going to raise the camera up because it's a little tall. And you can display him like that if you want it. And of course, this is optional. It was not shown in the TV series, as I said, but as a toy, you could probably do this. And of course, you can not only do this with the sword, if I can get it out, you can also do it with the main blaster. So ain't that something? Now, I would try to use it with these rotating hands just to make these a little more extra grabby, but I probably won't be doing that for this mode. I mean, if you have this figure, you can do that yourself just to give it a try. But I prefer to leave mine right where it is, thank you. But I do have to say, this is an awesome thing. Now, let's see. Besides the accessories, there is a bit of articulation going into this. As soon as I get this off. Okay. I can take a hint. Genuinely doubt that. Get off. I don't know why sometimes these parts are difficult. Okay, you know what? I felt it move right there. So I'm going to get some tweezers. There we go. Yeah. Don't you just hate it when the handles don't want to come off? Okay. Okay, so starting with articulation. Since the primary arms of the Astro Megazord is being used as a jetpack, those are out of use. So, thanks to Delta Megazord, the combination gets a pair of new arms. You can move the shoulders, front and back. Of course, you got to move the turrets out of the way if you want to get some nice rotation. Probably get some in and out. Of course, you also have to move the armor as well. Elbow is on a 90 degrees neat elbow bent. You got a arm rotation as well as in the bicep, and of course in the wrist. Which is not bad, to say the least. Head, since since it's over Astro Megazord's head, you can make it look up all the way, neck part in the body, bring it down, make it look left, right, by some, but not by much. Oh. Let's see here. There is some waist movement in the ball joint from Astro Megazord. Legs can go forward, go back some. Something of a knee bend at 2 joints. The knee is a little stiff. Okay. You can also make it go in and out. Sometimes you have to move the parts around in order to make it work. It does have a ankle pivot. Sadly, the one inside the leg of the Megazord, can't use that. Only the bottom one, since it was part of Delta's. Oh. And there you go. That's pretty much it for the Astro-Delta Megazord combination. And I have to say, I really liked how this mech turned out. So there may be a bit of a flaw here and there in the figure itself, but I see no problems with it thus far. I mean, I like how it is. I like how it got built. And I do like the possibilities that it may bring, even if you want to interact it with other figures for stop motion or other photographic projects. I mean, the choices are endless, as well as the possibilities. And I do have to say, it is not so bad. Okay, so in any case, I'm going to end here for right now. And this is Black Xana saying, Tower deactivated. I'll be back with many more good videos. Please subscribe if you haven't, and click the bell for notifications. And don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel. Links down in the description below. And I will see you all until next time. Bye!
Let's see here. Get a few things out of storage. Build up the Energon. I should probably send in that memo to get my voice box changed. And have Xana catch up on his reviews.
Optimus! Optimus!
Oh, for Primus' sake, what's the problem? What the? Who in Cybertron's name are you?
Relax, Optimus. It's just me. Astro. I'm combined with Delta.
Oh, is that all? Well, I have to say you look, what's the word I'm looking for? Heroic and menacing at the same time. I think. In a good way, of course.
Thanks, I guess. But, have you seen Grimlock around?
Grimlock? No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
He took one of my machine guns as a chew toy.
Oh, did he now? Wait here while I go have a talk with him. These aren't tasty. Tastes like seasoning salami. Grimlock! Uh-oh. Grimlock! There you are. Did you take something from Astro-Delta that you shouldn't have? Nope. Me, Grimlock, can't think a thing. Dinobot's honor. Is that so? Then did you happen to see who... Oops. Excuse me. Care to rephrase your statement? Hey, look! Me Grimlock sees Megatron! Megatron? Where? Yoink! Wait a minute. I just got suckered, didn't I? Grimlock, you come back here this minute!